Well, hello, BBs, and thank you so much for joining me this lovely Saturday Eve. Hope you're all doing well, enjoying your weekends. Just a quick hellos. Hello to Sherry and Boop Girl. Lovely to see both of you this evening. We've also got Pumpkin Princess. We've got Rebecca in the house, the other Paigey. Welcome, welcome. Welcome, everybody. Hopefully, everybody got a chance to see my post today that we have a Discord now. So I hope to see you all over there. We've got a few of our bone baddies that have already come over. So lovely to see you all. And I hope to chat with you more over there. If you're afraid of Discord, you have no idea what you're doing. Neither did I. It's actually not too bad. It's basically just kind of like a chatting app where we all can kind of talk more with each other, share different things, just be dorky dorks. So sounds right up our alleys, I think. Beauty and Chaos, thanks for being here, baby. The Bernie's GH, thank you, thank you. So, all right, today I thought we would just do a little catch up with Goral World. A whole lot going on with Amber, obviously, and I have done videos on her. Those are up. Done 2 today of just everything going on with her and Tammy. Apparently, she's now leaving YouTube once again. So, I figured we would watch Chantal's most recent vlog that she actually put up, and then we would do maybe just like a funny little recap with Amber. I picked one out that I thought would be funny during the gay care days, so we can all look forward to that. All right, so let's see what we've got going on here with Chantal, and she's actually out in the wild. Have a Sue Mom. Thanks for being here, BB.
At a little hangout in a little village in Syria, and there's people just sit on the grass and hang out, or at a cafe, have shisha. There's some like street food, I guess, and there's little vendors. So we're here to support some local vendors and spend some money and just have a look around. So yalla, let's go.
I'm not trying to sound like a downer because I do enjoy this type of content. I think this is the actual stuff we want to see, and it actually does display the positive things that they have going on there. But with everything that's going on right now in that country, I don't know that I'd be doing a whole lot of touristy shit. Just saying. Just saying. Rebecca, I'm glad to see that you and Sarah C still have that. The rivalry is still ongoing, and I'm here for it.
Salah is buying me a love balloon.
Babe.
Thank you, sweetheart. So this guy works with his son here, and they're gonna make one, and it looks like this. It's so cute. Look at these masks. I kind of want one, but I know they're for kids.
There's horse behind you. Horse.
Whoa.
My God. I will give you a balloon, Chantal, because I love you so much, and then everyone will see how much I love you. Pumpkin Princess. Not saying people aren't allowed to find joy in hard times. Yeah, I agree. It's just one of those things that she doesn't even acknowledge what's going on, and it's like, bitch, yeah, gross. All right, we've got a gifted membership from a Siren's Call. Thank you, and welcome to our new member. I don't know that I can see who it is, but whoever it is, welcome to the Skeleton Society. Thank you very much, Siren's Call. Appreciate that so much. Shelly Daly, thanks for being here, BB. I want that balloon. Yeah, I mean, it'd probably be cool for about like 5 seconds. Then it's like, oh, I have to hold this now. Cool, thanks. Camps, thanks for being here, BB. A gift of 5-year-old with love. Well, you know how Chantal likes to act like an infant, so it's on brand.
Cool. Horsey. All cute. Okay, we're gonna try to pet the horse.
The horse already looks like it's having a hard time. Why not just leave him alone?
We can pet? Hi. Hello. Will he bite me?
No.
Hi. What's the horse's name?
Nijma.
Nijima?
Yeah, stop.
Okay, the horse's name is Nijima, and that means star. Hi. Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Hi, how are you? Nice horsey.
The name
Hi.
of the horse is Nijma.
Najima.
What?
Najima, you're sweet.
Not that, please. Not that Arabic.
Is that his horse?
Huh?
Is that his horse?
عم تسألك هذا صانع ولا انت شغال عليه؟
Ah. Hello. Najima, hello. Beautiful horse. What's that
Cookie,
mean?
thanks for being here,
He's
BB.
asking you what's the time now.
What is the time?
Flush?
No, you might scare the horse.
Oh my God.
Not that, please. It's gonna be here.
This is the boy's horse.
Not that Arabic.
Najima, star.
For one, that the horse looks like it's traumatized, but it's clearly has something wrong with its eyes. Like, am I seeing things? I don't know a lot about horses. Not like I'm some kind of equestrian over here, but I've never seen a horse's eyes look like that.
Aw. Beloved family member.
Son.
There's a cart also. Okay.
Cookie, my father trained races for the Kentucky Derby all his life. That horse is unstable. Yeah, I kind of thought that too. I mean, just the way he's almost appears to be trying to bucking the rider off, but I mean, to be fair, that's kind of a really volatile environment for an animal like that to be in anyway. So I don't know. I don't know. Beauty and Chaos. It's a beautiful horse, but it looks like it's been through some rough times. Yeah. Well, I mean, to be fair, look where we're at. Rebecca Tracy. Wow, Cookie, that's really great. Yeah, that is awesome. I've always been fascinated by horses, and anybody that can, especially like train like a wild horse, that takes some skill and patience. Land Designer, thanks for being here, BB.
They put the lights in it like this.
What's your name? How are you?
Here, babe.
Oh, thank you.
Love you.
I love you too. It's like, yeah, it says I love you.
My God. Oh, wow. Soak it in, Chantal. This is one of the only tokens of love you're going to receive from this man. He's like, I love you. Thank you. Wow. I need to see that again. That was classic.
How are you?
Here, babe.
Oh, thank you.
Love you.
I love you too.
It's like she comes towards it like a toddler.
Here, babe.
Oh,
Colors, so many
you.
colors. Ooh.
Love you.
I love you too. It's like, yeah, it says I love you.
It's cute, eh?
Yeah, and it's battery powered.
Can you press the button here?
Well, no shit, Chantal. How did you think the lights were working? My God. This thing wasn't just struck by lightning and now it's illuminating? Wow. Jesus. Let's just appreciate the fact that she's out of the house, right? My God.
Yes.
M. Johnson, thanks for being here, baby. Good to see you.
More. Press.
Oh, cool.
Like different style of the
Yeah. I love it.
Rebecca Tracy must have looked like food to her. Well, her eyesight is quite poor. She probably thought it was like a giant like lollipop for a second, and then she's like, "Oh, wow, thanks, Sala. I can't eat this. Great." Havasu mom, I could totally see those two rehearsing this beforehand. Oh yeah, or at least taking multiple takes. Like, no, Chantal, you didn't look grateful enough. Let's do that again. Cookie, poor thing, Chantal. No man has ever done anything for her, I believe. Well, that's how she acts, honestly.
Good service, babe.
Thank you. So this was like $2 US, and it supports small local business. And the kid who had the horse found out that I was
Bamboozled. Thanks for being here, BB.
English from Canada. He kept circling around saying, "How are you? How are you? What's your name?" It's very cute. Is that a Mercedes kid's car? There's all kinds of rocks. You gotta be careful. Almost tripped. Oh, there's like little cars you can rent for your kids.
The cars by control.
Yeah, I said that.
Can you go back and freeze the two-hand grab? Sure. Why not? You know, we don't have a whole lot to do tonight. We don't have a whole lot to watch. We better just enjoy these moments while we can, right? Soak it all in. Let me just find it here. Just seeing. Oh my God. That right there. That freeze frame right there. Like, oh my God. Ah. That right there is the perfect freeze frame. All right. All right. Let's get to the goods here. Let's see if I can time it because it's this is me we're talking about.
Oh,
Oh no, that wasn't a good one. It's hard to catch it.
Here, babe.
There we go. There we go. There's the money shot. Got the chubby little hands in the frame. The look of pure glee on her face. Oh my. What has this woman's life become? That's what I would like to know. Well, I think we do know. Crazy chick, thanks for being here, BB. Of all the foods she thought, a cup of noodles. Is she for real? Oh, she bought a couple of noodles. See, I don't think we've got to that part yet, but doesn't surprise me. Bamboozled. I pay money to see Foodie try to squeeze herself into that car, any car at this point. You know, I actually had that thought. Like, all right, Foodie, we know you want to get in the kids' cars, but let's try to resist. I think she keeps Pooh Boy so stressed all the time. She has to overact how appreciative she is. Well, yeah, he didn't even want her in Syria. And to be fair, he didn't want to be in Syria. So I have a feeling you're right on that one. Crazy chick. It's always amazing how her channel has lasted this long, but I'm glad her views are dying. She's evil. Yeah. I think it's just we're all kind of here for the same reason, to see the dumpster fire that is her life, but also how's it all going to end? You know, we need closure. We need to see one way or the other what is going to become of this. Rebecca Tracy, I'm in stitches. Good, because this was for you and it was worth it. All right, let me try to get us back where we were, even though we'll watch the balloon part again.
Oh, thank you.
Love you.
I love you too. It's like, yeah, it says I love you.
It's cute, eh?
Yeah, and it's battery powered.
Can you press the button here?
Yes.
More.
All the kids there that probably would love to have that balloon, and then you've got this freaking 40-year-old walrus just waddling around with it like, duh. All right, let's get back where we were.
Oh, there's like little cars you can rent for your kids.
The cars by control.
Yeah, I said that. You can ride your motorcycle through here. Kind of noisy.
Tacos are life. Thanks for being here, baby.
What's this guy selling? Lemon? Playing.
Green Gelatin. I don't know why that just hit me so hard, but it was so funny. Like, he didn't even say I love. He was just reading the balloon. True.
All right, so they started playing loud, what I'm guessing is copyright Arabic music. So I'm going to play some Arabic music.
Oh my God. This is why I do these lives. This comment right here. Chef's kiss. How many Syrian children went to bed with nightmares of the wild Fupacabra? Just saying the word Fupacabra out loud. I suggest everyone take a moment. Go ahead and do it. It's quite fun. My eyes are watering. I can't see. Oh my gosh. Beauty and Chaos. Did she say that guy was selling Aladdin? No, she said something. It was some type of food. I don't know what it was, but I was more concerned thinking there was like rats hanging from the cart, but no, I think it's like bags of stuff.
All right, so they started playing loud, what I'm guessing is copyright Arabic music. So I'm going to play some Arabic music, some Fairuz Salah played on the keyboard in the background while I talk about what you're going to see here. So here we are walking around the panorama. This dessert is called warbat, and they have a bunch of shishas here you can rent out, and that is a Indomie area. You can buy coffee there too. You can buy instant noodles, very popular here. And
yeah, whoever said she went for the instant noodles, like, well, for one, I don't think after the jumping shrimp incident, she's not really going for anything too exciting. But yeah, she's gonna stick with what she knows. Tacos her life. She's the one at school that would have brought the balloon to school the next day. Look at what my boyfriend got me. Oh yeah, the boyfriend that lives like in a different country. Bamboozled Syrian mothers now warn their children to behave or the Fupacabra will get them. Oh my God. Can you imagine if Chantal really was like the origination of an entire like urban legend now in that neighborhood? Oh my God. And honestly, what's sad is I can 100% believe it. Like they're not used to seeing someone like her. Certainly not the children. Like, oh my Lord. It's so funny. Big Rudd, thanks for being here, BB. Crazy chick. I always wonder what the locals think of her when they see her. Well, apparently she's instilling fear in the hearts of many, especially the kids who will now tell their children's children about the Fupacabra. Bamboozled. Hey, cryptid lore started somewhere. True. Very true. Catty Kitty, thank you so much for the super chat, BB. I appreciate that so much. Can't watch the live, but wanted to show support to those in the US. Happy Labor Day weekend. Chunkahonas, boo. Thank you, Catty Kitty. Appreciate you. And yes, happy Labor Day to everybody in the US. A nice long weekend for some of us. Thank you, Catty Kitty. Havasu Mom, she's sticking with that delicious tap water. Yikes. Well, to be fair, though, she's already got probably so many parasites. The new parasites are just going to have to try to like establish a new pecking order with the established parasites. So I'm sure she's fine.
Some coffee, looks like here. And this is me enjoying my time, getting a bit of exercise with my balloon. There's a lot of corn carts. You can get boiled corn. I think they season it with like salt, pepper, maybe a bit of cumin, lemon juice, butter. Here you can test your strength, I think, and hit something on the right. And I won't be doing that. And there's just a lot of vendors. There's a lot of motorcycles whizzing around as well, so it's kind of noisy. Here on the right, we have some kanafa, very delicious dessert, Arabic dessert. More corn. Corn is very popular. It's just a place for people to hang out at night. More indomie. If you're not careful, though, you might get run over. Like you saw me here, I had to kind of weave in between the motorcycles. Families like to come here. There's a lot of things to do for.
Worm girl. Yeah. And then I love the fact that you said, no, we would not love you if you were a worm. Shit. We can't stand her now as a freaking blubberous human, so definitely not as a worm. But you know what? To be fair, if I see worms struggling on the sidewalk, I save them. However, if I knew the worm was Chantal, nah, just let it sit there, you know? I'm over here sniffling now from literally crying laughing. Thanks a lot, you guys. Miss Bass Reeves, thanks for being here, baby. It looks really clean. Yeah, well, like we said, it's probably cleaner than what Chantal is used to consuming if she's the one responsible for keeping sanitary conditions. Beauty and chaos. I wonder what all these people are thinking of her walking around there. Well, most parents, like we were talking earlier, probably warning the children to stay away from Fupa Cabra, or they're gonna, go somewhere with her. Have a Sue mom. You ain't weaving through anything foodie. Yeah. Did you see the dude take a very wide berth around here?
For kids, little, remote control cars, ATVs you can rent. There's trampolines, there's small play areas, and people just walk around. It was a very
Chantal, why don't you get on one of the ATVs and just, weave on through? I'm sure her and Saul are acting like, we want to support the economy here. Okay, so far she's bought a $2 balloon. Cool. M. Johnson, it's like that old Pootie Paw song, Job of the Hut. Oh my god, I just watched that the other day for like the first time in like a year. They call you Job of the Hut. Yeah, that's Chantal, even though it was about his dog Maya, who was super cute. Way better than Chantal. Bamboozled. Imagine the stench. Yeah. Well, Sala reassured her the other day that the stench wasn't so bad, and she's in the open air, so maybe it wouldn't be too bad. Now, if she was on like a bike or something, probably like a chemtrail behind her.
Nice night. There was a little bit of a breeze. Individual vendors sell all their stuff here. We bought our balloon and we bought some snacks and treats. And as you'll see a bit later, what I got to try. There's a little boy selling some cotton candy bags here. I'm not a fan of it. I find it a bit sweet, even for me. But I did buy a bag, just to support.
Bitch, please. It's a little too sweet for me. Yeah, okay. Says the raging diabetic. Well, you know what? You could have bought all sorts of things for people that you see all the time and given them as gifts, as you apparently like to do. And then you're also supporting these vendors. But yeah, your balloon and one bag of cotton candy really helping the economy. Good job. Havasu mom. Look how nice those other women look. Yeah, they look well put together, gorgeous. And then you've got Chantal just walking through the place, waddling. I would just love to have a insight into Sala's mind as he sees these other women and thinks, that could have been, my wife, but looks over at Chantal like, this is what I chose. Dun, dun, dun. Oh my god. Bamboozled foodie on an ATV, the fat and the furious. Yep. That's perfect. Pumpkin Princess, the way she explains the shit we're watching gets under my skin. It always comes off as if other people haven't experienced anything. I agree. And you know what? Amberlynn is the same exact way. I think they think, just like a regular narcissist or just anybody, any type of a-hole, they think that you think like they do. So because they didn't know anything before this exact moment, they assume everyone else is like, wow, thanks. M. Johnson, the bog of eternal stench. Okay. As someone that was born in the year 1986, that movie had such a chokehold on my childhood. It wasn't even funny. The Labyrinth. David Bowie, pretty much the first man I ever like had a crush on. Sure, The Bulge was traumatizing, but I didn't understand it yet, you know? So, The Labyrinth. Truly probably explains why I am the way I am at the core of my being. Crazy chick. Look at the other women with their lovely outfits. Yeah, they all look put together. And like, then there's Chantal. M. Johnson. Bet the little kids are terrified of the hulking shadow coming at them. Yeah, I would be. Rebecca Tracy. Sugar, fairy floss. Great for her health. Yeah, well, she's not going to eat it. She doesn't even like it, apparently. Oh my gosh. Pumpkin Princess. Says the woman who dipped a Snickers into marsh fluff. Okay, foodie. Did she do that? I don't remember that, but 100% believe. Let's try to get... Let me try to get caught up on these comments here. I'm getting distracted. I'm Bernie GH. Ragebone, you're funny AF. You have me rolling. Thank you. Absolutely. Thanks for being here. Pumpkin Princess. Rage's big sis age. Yep, that's right. Elder millennial. That's me. Yeah, elder millennial here. 1986. I've just revealed my true age. I just turned 39 this summer.
The little boy, and gave the rest to Salah. He likes cotton candy, so here I am trying my slush. I love the slush here, and just having a seat and enjoying.
Oh my god, just this here, this scene that we're witnessing, the freaking leopard print outfit, the fact that she's got this freaking balloon that is clearly for like a child, the cotton candy, now the little drink. It's like, she just looks like such a bitch. Like, like, I hate her.
Some company. We weren't alone this evening. We had another person with us. So, yes, and I'm going to try the cotton candy. Try a bite just to let you know if it tastes like cotton candy. And yep, it tastes exactly like the cotton candy I remember at like a circus is where I used to get it, or a carnival.
I don't like it, but I'm going to open it anyway and eat it so I can't give it to somebody else. Or better yet, she will take a bite of it, get her nasty paws all over it, and then try to give it to somebody else. So
it's too sweet, as you can see from my face. I'm not really a fan of that. Just tasting like pure sugar, no other flavor. And here's just a little bit of a panorama view of the panorama. Some kids bouncing on the trampoline there, having fun. There was loud music playing constantly, so... And you know I love palm trees. And here I am just dancing because they were playing loud music, and I really liked it. And honestly, in this moment here, you see my smile is 100% genuine.
Crazy chick. I've never known anyone to make such cringe content. Have you watched Amberlynn? Let me introduce you to somebody called Amberlynn Reed, because she's made some of the cringiest shit. Now, Foodie, on the other hand, yes, absolutely. She's cringe as fuck. Like, still to this day, if I think about hit it, Sala. I know I bring that up all the time, but I still cannot stand it. Like, I can't take it. Oh my god. Bamboozled. Oh, Foodie, please go try the trampoline. Yeah, right. Her ankles would snap like instantly. And I would enjoy it. Boop girl. I'm 62. Am I a boomer? Yes, I think technically, but you're a bone baddie first and foremost, so we're not going to worry about boomer status. It's fine. Janny Bellinger, thanks for being here, BB. I love you, Ragebone, but I cannot watch Amberlynn. That's okay. We all have our breaking points. I know Amberlynn is that for a lot of people. My Amberlynn stuff doesn't get nearly as much views as Chantal, but to the core of my soul, I hate that bitch, and I will always make content on her because that was really what made me start my channel. It's like, I need to let my voice be heard about this idiot. So I get it though. There's a lot of people that feel that way, BB. No biggie. I'm Bernie's GH. I'm a new sub. Enjoy your channel. Thank you so much. We are happy to have you here with us. Appreciate each and every one of my bone baddies so much. And for everybody that wasn't here in the very beginning, all of our Skeleton Society members, if you didn't see the post today, we have a Discord now. So go check out the post after the live. We've got a few of us over there that are already yakking it up. But if you're intimidated by that, don't. I had absolutely no knowledge of Discord before this, and it's pretty simple. It's pretty much, click and chat. So I think we will all enjoy our little community over there as well.
I am having such a good time getting out and doing things I wouldn't normally do. And I have to have the obligatory self.
The fact that she said that it's a genuine smile. Most people don't have to say that, but let's just check out the genuine.
And I love palm trees. And here I am just dancing because they were playing loud music and I really liked it. And honestly, in this moment here, you see my smile is 100% genuine. I am having such a good time getting out and doing things I wouldn't normally do.
Her dancing was basically barely moving her head. Cool.
And I have to have the obligatory selfie with my love. I just love my partner in life, doing things together. And I was hungry. I didn't have dinner, so I thought, you know what? I'm going to get an Indomie. I actually hadn't eaten for most of the day. And I love Indomie. So we were walking around quite a bit. And I thought, you know what? Let's re-energize with some Indomie. And this is not Indomie brand, sorry. It's instant noodles. So it just basically, they don't do anything special. They just add the water and the packets of sauce. And that's about it. But what I find interesting is this part here. They put a lid, and then they put a fork where the straw would go. And then they also put...
You know what I'm just now tuning into? The video that she did with where they were at the river, and now this one, he's on camera again. Anybody have theories as to why suddenly he's coming on camera again? I don't get it. Maybe it's because it's vlogs and he can make sure everything's edited a certain way. But it's strange to me that for the longest time when she was in Syria, he would never come on camera. And now all of a sudden he will again. I'm sure there's a story behind that. But Bamboozled. I've had more chemistry with the dude that called me to ask me about my extended warranty. You're on a roll tonight, Bamboozled. Yeah. There's not much going on there. Lucia D, thanks for being here, BB.
A straw, so I'm guessing you can drink the instant noodle juice. And this kid was just flaring off some little fireworks. And that's probably what you hear most of the time.
Oh my God. Point it at her, please. No. Rebecca Tracy. So this is scored. Click and chat. You mean texting or verbally? Well, technically it can be both. And actually you can even do like video calls with each other. But the way I have it set up, I just have it text right now. At a later time, if we decide, if we want to be able to do like voice stuff, we can. But for right now, I've just kind of got it pretty simple. Because like I said, it was something I had never used before. So try to keep it as simple and user-friendly as possible. Hi, Bernie G. I'm Bernie GH. May I ask how to join the Discord? Yes. So it's actually a perk of being in the memberships. So it is a Skeleton Society exclusive. But if you join the memberships, all the information is a part of that.
I'm in my videos, by the way. And this I wanted to try. This is a popular street food here. It is corn, fresh corn. There's a big vat of corn.
Green gelatin noodle juice broth. Did she say that? Because I obviously wasn't paying attention. That's the one downside of me doing these live streams is a lot of times I'm busy seeing what you guys are saying rather than fully paying attention to her. But brain power. Bamboozled. Yeah, in a war zone, my first thought is fireworks. That has always been my comment too. Like when they try to say the gunfire in the background is fireworks, why would people be letting off fireworks? Something like that kid was holding, okay, that one's a little different because it's so pretty small, but still, I'm sure it was making a popping, a decently loud popping noise. So, especially in the climate in which this country is in right now, where there is violence still happening regularly, I would think that most people wouldn't want to do that. But I don't know. Maybe it's a cultural thing. I'm ignorant to that, but to my mind, why would you want to be scaring people more if you don't have to? I don't know. Lucia D, a child firing off fireworks in a crowd. What could go wrong? And he didn't even aim it at Foodie. I know. Jeez. Sherry just gifted 5 new memberships to the Skeleton Society. Thank you so much, Sherry. Always so generous and so kind of you. Thank you so much. Looks like we've got some new BBs here in the Skeleton Society. So just a few quick welcomes. A Problematic Monica, Havasu Mom, welcome to the Skeleton Society. Hilltop Girl 126, Aaron Rose, and Sean Robertson. Welcome, everybody. And again, thank you, Sherry, so much. Growing the Bone Baddies.
Got 2 of them. This is some kind of beans. I'll put the name on the screen. Salah loves those. They are good. And we have some interesting looking candy here. I've never seen that before. Anyway, back to the corn. Big vat of freshly boiled corn. He mashes it up. And he puts some cream cheese of some kind. And kind of puts, I don't know what these seasonings are.
Now, I will say
salt,
this does look good as hell.
Some kind of seasonings, cheese seasonings. This must be the cheese. The dish was very cheesy, so it was really good. But before I get to that, here's how he finishes making it and just mixes it all together.
You know it's going to have as much dairy as possible, and if so, Chantal's going to love it. Also, since we have so many here and we are already talking about the Discord, if you guys could all do me a favor when you do join, change your names in there to what you are on YouTube, just that way we know who's who and there's no confusion. So please and thank you. I hate myself.
And then puts it in a couple containers. Like I said, Salah and I shared one, and there was someone else with us that we got one for. So each one of these, here I am with my treats. Let's try the noodles. The corn was $2.50 for 2 of them. Okay, the noodles taste good. And the noodle juice. Okay, salty, but very...
There we go. The noodle juice. All right, so I didn't miss it, apparently. I just hadn't happened yet. And the noodle juice. Like, what?
Good, yeah. It's like having a broth, but with a straw. Now let's try the corn. They give you these little spoons here. And, yum. It was so good, as you can see from my face. It was buttery, cheese. It was just super cheesy. It was just yummy, like fresh corn.
I mean, like I said, I would eat the absolute shit out of that, but she just has a knack of making everything look grotesque. Like, you know. Green Gelatin. Anyone hear about their 2 bodyguards? No. I mean, did they have 2 people there with them during this video? If so, I haven't seen anybody, but no, I hadn't heard that at all. But to be fair, I've been sort of involved in the Amberlynn drama, so
nothing beats that. So that was really delicious, but it wasn't filling enough, obviously. By the time we went home after a couple hours, we got some farouj, some chicken, putting some sauce. Those are cardamom pods in the sauce. I don't know what that sauce is that they're spooning over it, but Salah filmed this and bringing home half of a grilled chicken, and that is muhammara on pita. And here is the food. Salah and I are going to share this with Julia. You can see her paws there and some garlic, some pickles, some fresh fries, and that saucy chicken was so tender and so good. I even ate those rings of green pepper. Yum. Hi, guys. All right, we're finally back, and we are sharing some chicken because I didn't have a proper full meal today. Just tried some things at the fair. We shared them, and now we're going to share.
Oh my God. Bamboozled. Is there one person to guard each fupa? Yeah, I mean, that would make sense. The fupa in the front, the fupa in the back. They each man their station. It's totally fine. Oh my God. Yeah, that spoon is little to her because she usually eats with a serving spoon. M. Johnson, one fupa to rule them all. Throw it in the fire. If only someone had done that long ago. Rosie Miro, why does she have to touch everything? She can't see from the rampant diabetes, so she has to feel her way. I don't know. Yeah, I know. She always has to finger the food that they're going to share. Like, gross. The other Paigey, she does the same as Amber when eating. The brain factor reset look. Yeah, because they can only focus on that one thing. Havasu Mom, I've noticed they aren't alone much either. I wonder if it's because they aren't married or maybe they're paying people for safety. Yeah, could be. I mean, I can't say I blame her, to be honest, but yeah, I don't know. Or who knows? It could just be like his family members. Maybe they all travel together all the time. I don't know. Land designer, the reason that looks gross to some of us maybe because it's carbs, fat, and lactose, and we know it's terrible for her. Yeah. Well, like I said, I'd eat the shit out of it, but it's just watching her eat is just probably just because we know too much about her.
Some chicken. So I hope you enjoyed that video, even though it was at night. Most people go out at night. I don't even think that area opens until nighttime. So that's why we didn't film during the day. But you know, I love pickles. So Julia, Salah, and I are going to go eat our chicken. And yeah, I'll see you in the next Syria vlog.
Let's eat the farood, yalla.
Yalla. Bye, guys.
Wow.
This is a $9.
I need to click that. All right. Well, we've got another video. Some of you are not going to be too happy about it because it's Amberlynn. So if you want to dip, absolutely understand. But I figured just gives us more chance to laugh at her and talk amongst ourselves, especially since she's not going to be around anymore, apparently. But not to try to harp on this, but just since we have so many of our skeleton societies here tonight, I just wanted to show this really quickly. It's just the Discord, so you kind of get a feel for it. There's just these things here. There's a main chat and an introduction, the rules. I did a in real life area where we can share, you know, photos, stories, all that. And then I also did a like a fan art. If anybody wants to do anything creative or edits or a few of you have talked about doing fan art before. So I just did all that. So just thought I'd show that real quick since we were on the topic. And I know the unknown can be scary sometimes if you don't know what it looks like. Like I said, before when I heard Discord, I'm like, what the heck is that? So, all right. What I picked for Amber, so we're going to switch over to her now, is the, it's an edit by Lemon Shortbread Bites. It's the unmovable, popular, and rotting Amberlynn Reed during the late gay care stage. So this was kind of a funny one, I thought. And I also do find it kind of interesting to look back at this era, knowing what we know now about everything that was going on with Beck. And now that we know some of the insight of what was also going with Tammy and her family. So again, I think this is just kind of some funny lore that we can all watch and probably mostly ignore and talk amongst ourselves. So
I don't know if I believe that or not.
always with the intros. So in love.
Hey guys, so I'm just starting a vlog. Woke up a little bit ago. So I want to show you guys what I've been eating for my breakfast now that I can't really have eggs. I have a little bit of oatmeal here.
Now, looking at her right here, this was when she was pretty much at her largest size. And I don't see much difference in today, like the way she looks like today. Maybe you guys can weigh in on that, but I think she looks just as big.
Here. And then I have 2 turkey sausages. So that is what I've been having for breakfast.
Yeah, I just want to address this real quick. Havasu Mom, I saw Beck posted that they made it through their triple bypass. Yes. I think I forgot to mention that. So thank you, Havasu Mom, for bringing that up. But yes, thankfully, seems like they made it out okay and are just now in recovery. So definitely much love to Beck, and anybody who wants to go show them love, I 100% support that.
And it's been working well for me. Keeps me satisfied for a long time. Oatmeal always fills me up. And then obviously water, because water is important. Chug that water.
Yeah,
I try
she
to drink
was
a full one with
the other page.
my first meal. And then throughout the day, I just kind of drink when I'm thirsty.
And I think that also speaks to the fact that she's the same size now, if not bigger, because she's wearing the same clothes that she was back then. Maybe it's one of the only things that still fits.
I'm trying to drink a lot of water. I don't drink anything else. Like, I haven't had a diet soda in so long. I miss the carbonation, but water is good for you. Helps with weight loss, etc., etc. So hi. So we are on our way to Walmart. Becky wants to look at some of the Christmas stuff. She has medicine she has to pick up. I figured I would go with her. I love a good sun in my face. I need to get another water jug for my thingy majigger, and I don't know. Let's just look around a little bit. You know, hashtag Walmart. This restful legs right here. Well, there's 2 different types. The PM one,
That
it calms you so you
chin.
can sleep. So Becky needed a restful legs, and I'm looking for a multivitamin. But the situation is, people say that multivitamins. I wasn't even vlogging myself. Multivitamins like aren't even real.
Yeah, Havasu Mom. Certainly could be still with Emily. I mean, who are we kidding? Even though she's like, I am 100% single. Like, well, this little break you've given yourselves certainly would give you an opportunity to have Emily come visit. Lucia D. Didn't Beck also have a mass on her lung? Or I'm sorry, on her their lung? Maybe they did a biopsy. Best wishes to them. You know what? I think so. Yeah, I think they have some other stuff going on too. So unfortunately, it isn't just the surgery. I think that there's a lot of other things going on with them. So, Random World Eater, thanks for being here, BB. Let me just Walmart scoop my way in here. Welcome. Beep, beep, beep. Back it up. Get on in here.
And they just do it for like money or whatever, but I don't know. I don't know if I believe that or not. I just feel like I need a good multivitamin. So I'm gonna look and see what I can find. Oh my gosh, look how cute these are. I kind of want to get some. I don't know why, but this like truck thing is like really in lately. Oh my god, these are so cute. Only $3.48. Okay. So I asked Dana and Destiny what they want for Christmas because I literally had no idea what to get them. And they said Pioneer Woman things. So I'm going to look around. I mean, I found this. I'm not actually probably going to vlog like what I'm getting them, but they do know I'm getting them Pioneer Woman just in case they watch my videos.
Back when Destiny and her were still playing nice.
I'm going to find something that I really feel like they're going to use as Pioneer Woman. Because I think they asked everyone in their life to get them Pioneer Woman. So I'm going to try to think outside of the box, but also something that's like realistic. And I know a lot of people complain that I use scooters. I need you guys to realize that I know I did this to myself, but I physically can't walk in the store. Like I would probably have a heart attack, I'm going to be honest. And this is the way that I can do it. And I hope one day you guys won't be seeing me in a scooter, but I feel like I need to clarify that. This is like a mobility problem, whether I did it to myself or not. I still need one. Am I embarrassed? Yes. Do I hate?
This was one of those scenes too that people called her out because Beck's just in the background having to wait as she's carrying on, blah, blah, blah. It's like, this would be so freaking annoying to me. Like, oh my God, can we get this shopping trip over with? Like, let's go.
Yes, Becky's back there like,
Move, bitch.
she's like, can you hurry up? No. All right, let's go look. So Becky goes, where are you going? I said, I'm going to go look at paper. She goes, you don't need paper. And I go, I'm just going to look. Ugh, I'm paper obsessed. So this is colorful pens
Call her out, Beck.
that erase. I don't know. I feel like it probably doesn't erase smoothly. It writes smoothly. It says, write smoothly, erases clean. I don't
Have a Sue mom. She treated Beck so badly. Yeah, she did. And that is, again, why I do enjoy going back and watching this era, because we could obviously see it back then, but now that we have actual like confirmation of the things that were really going on behind the scenes, I think it's kind of I mean, it's horrifying, but it's sort of interesting to kind of look at it with that new lens to know like, oh, okay, yeah, this makes sense.
Oh no, that's freaking weird. So Christmas vomited, and they vomited this beautiful thing right here. Isn't this gorgeous? Christmas has entered the chat. Oh, don't stop. Oh wow, all of them do something.
And of course, she's that bitch in the store that has to set every single one of them off.
Wait, is this one? Oh, I see a bunch for it.
Do you think any of those Christmas kitchen towels were used for like the
Oh, I see a bunch
wiping?
for it. So it's my lunchtime, and I'm gonna have leftovers.
My God, that hair.
Yesterday, which I had a lot of leftovers. So I did some meal prepping.
You know what? The sad thing is, I can remember there was a time when we would watch these videos and you would think, damn, she's huge here. And you could actually see the difference in like her face size. Not anymore. I'd say she as big as this.
I'm so hungry. Starved. So a lot of people were hating on me for buying this. We're using Becky's light because it's super dark in here. But I want to show you guys the color by number is like crazy small. Like this is actually under the adult coloring books. Like look how tiny. And some of them are so small you can't even like make out the number. I still haven't colored in this. Oh my God, look at that. Like what are those numbers? Okay.
I'm sure these books
This
are
page is a
rotting
little bit
somewhere.
better. I don't know. It's just like super small. I honestly wasn't expecting it to be so detailed, but I'm kind of living for it. But I'm
My God. Jenny, yeah. Oh man, that's sad. It's like being in a flesh suit prison, you know, I guess. Yeah, you'd almost feel sorry for her if it wasn't completely of her own making, you know? And she had every chance and resource to change it for herself, but doesn't. Have a Sue mom. Shelly calls her trout mouth. Absolutely. Shelly, I think you're referring to is No Mandis Life. I love me some Shelly.
gonna need to do it in like pens or something. But yeah, you guys, adult color, I promise. Y'all, Becky is gonna have an art project coming up. When do you think
Yeah,
you're gonna do it,
Pumpkin
babe?
Princess. I think we all went
You
through
don't know?
that, which is why we are where we are now.
Vlogmas? Yeah. You want to do it then? Okay, so she's gonna try to make a garland with lights and stuff, and she wants to put it up here. Wait, hold on. She wants to put it up on this thing, but on the other side, so you see it from the living room. What I'm really excited for, though, is all my favorite vloggers to do Vlogmas. Learning to be fearless. I am so excited. I really hope Levita DeMeg does it, but she hasn't like announced it or anything. She usually does do it, so I'm crossing my fingers. Really excited for that. And I know some other YouTubers who are doing it. Like, can you imagine if David Dobrik did it? Like, he's never going to because his vlogs are so like good and it's full of so much stuff, but that would be freaking amazing. Hello, next day. Not in it to win it today, y'all. Not in it to win it at all. I'm so tired. Oh my God.
Sherry, she's a terrible person no matter her weight. Yes. And that's why I have zero give zero shits, talking all sorts of shit about her. And same with Chantal. In my real personal life, I would never dream of talking to people like this. I have much more respect for myself and for other people. But for these two freaking Nimrods, I make an exception. Like I've tried to teach my son, you know, we don't comment about other people's bodies. If it's something they can't change in 30 seconds, we don't talk about it. For these two, nah. They want to be a special case. They are a special case. Bamboozled. Oh my God. Remember Michael B. Petty's reaction to Beck's craft project? I don't remember that, but oh my God. Michael B. Petty. I love him. I really, truly wish that he would come back to the internet. I respect the fact that he doesn't. He's doing his own thing. But his comedic timing was so damn funny. And as we've talked about, I actually got Bone Daddy into Girl World by having him watch a Michael B. Petty reaction. It was the Dingleberry reaction to Chantal, which still to this day is so damn funny. Maybe one of these days we can watch that on here, but oh my God, he is the goat.
But I'm gonna make my breakfast. I'm wearing one of those dresses that I tried on in a past Torrid haul that I didn't really like care for because it seemed too tight. But I figured, you know what? Let's make some use for it. I'm not leaving the house today, so this is the one. I look like an absolute crazy person in it, but I'm not caring. Are the sausage patties that I had in the morning. Jimmy Dean. Bought myself some new Tapatio. Love that. The oatmeal that I use.
Lemon shortbread added. She can't even get out of frame. Yeah, because she's that bitch.
Quaker maple and brown sugar. So
You just know anytime she was in that kitchen, it was just like dum,
super dark in here.
dum,
So
dum,
my
like vibrating the whole
apologies. We're
house.
actually about to go to a Chinese buffet with some friends and Eric and Ricky. So we're gonna go do that. This is the choker I'm wearing today. There's like little flowers on it. When you're in the car, like how I'm positioned.
The fact that she has to completely like raise her neck and lower her shoulders to even see the necklace, like why bother? Why are you bothering? Like, look at it here. You cannot see it. What is the point of this? And it's the same to this day. Why do you insist on wearing this?
My fat rolls over it, so that's cute. I actually look like a sloth today, just not, you know, my best day for some reason. I'm just
No,
not feeling
sloths
it
are
today,
actually cute.
and I'm trying to, you know, have a positive mind frame right now. So I did get some new pens. I've had this notebook for a while, and every time I get new pens, I like to see the colors and like how they work and pan out. So this is my little like testing the color page.
Amber just always like showcasing how much time she has on her hands.
And the next page, you guys, I'm just gonna warn you, I'm not an artist. I'm not good at doodling. Like, this is not my forte. I literally am just doing this because I was bored. What the fuck? Oh my God, that made me laugh when I did that. I did botched it, but it says pride, you know, because I'm a lesbian.
That made me laugh when I did that. Like, you know damn well she was proud of that, but she's like, I have to act like it's stupid.
We don't care. Let me tell you.
And then, you know, I don't know what this is. Like, please tell me if you guys know because I have no idea. Oh, I do love the flower, actually. Not mad about it. I was just doing the random thing. So, I mean, sometimes I just let my hand do the talking here. This is so stupid. Like, I was like hourglass, like, this pink liquid is like pouring into it and it's like flowers. I don't know. Please don't ask, but
Amber, you're so deep. That, what is that, an hourglass with the blood coming from that weird star and dripping into the roses? Like, this reminds me of something that a 12-year-old would make, which, on brand. Totally on brand.
I was just doing the random thing. So, I mean, sometimes I just let my hand do the talking here. This is so stupid. Like, I was like hourglass, like, this pink liquid is like pouring into it and it's like flowers. I don't know. Please don't ask, but yeah, doing it just like so therapeutic. Ain't
Have a sumo. I see you talking about choker cheese.
Lunch, and you guys, this package is for a friend for Christmas, and I'm telling you, it was like lost. It was lost. I think Amazon is having some issues because it's like Christmas time or whatever.
Sorry, I'm
because
refilling my drink.
One of the gifts that we ordered for Ricky, it said that it got lost in the mail. So it said you can either rebuy it or get a refund. So I pressed refund and then I went to go buy it again. I got the refund, but then I got 2 of the items. So it was lost, but it came. So I contacted them.
Oh my God. It's like any little novel thing that happens in all of our lives. This is like a major event that she has to talk about because she has nothing else. Like, oh my God, the package. To anybody else, this would be like a 2-second blip in their day. But of course, to her, it's some major problem. Beauty and Chaos said how all the girlfriends have to drive her around. Yeah. Yeah. I think that's one of the probably the criterias that she looks for when she's vetting somebody. Like, oh, do you have a car? Do you have a license? Okay, good. Check. Now her mother has to do that for her. So it is very sad that someone, by all other reasons, should be completely capable of doing these things is unwilling to do so.
They said just keep it. So now we have 2 of them. I'm not going to say what it is, but Becky ended up keeping the 1. But it's just so funny. Like, and I know it happened to another friend of mine because we were just like talking about it, how they ordered something and they got 2 of them. So yeah, I think Amazon's just like on drugs because Christmas time. So currently at Walmart, me, Eric, Becky, and Ricky are having a little Thanksgiving situation tomorrow. And there was a few things. Oh my God, my lips are so dry. A few things that I need to pick up for tomorrow because they bought some. We're gonna buy some, like stuffing, stuff like that. So, hey guys, so here is a vulnerable video for you. I feel like I'm standing nude in front of you guys right now because this is like my true.
It's kind of what I was thinking in my mind, but I wasn't going to say it. But then they put in that edit. So yes. And here we have one of the staple backgrounds in this era was Pillow Mountain. Yes. Bedbound era, here we come. And she wanted to try to act like we were crazy for saying that. So not showering, just hanging in those pillows all the time, stanking it up. The fact that Beck had to sleep in there, no wonder they had to have like the industrial fans going at all times.
True inner feelings. I have been on Instagram for days now, maybe over a week, just like super obsessed with interacting with you guys, answering your guys' questions, and
she loves talking about herself.
And I happen to share a poem on there, and you know, I get majority of people saying, "Wow, you're a really good writer," which feels really good. But then the minute I get one mean thing about my poetry, I'm just like, all the good stuff kind of goes away. So I've been writing poetry since 6th grade.
So as you can see, this was how many years ago? 6 years ago, probably 6 or 7 years ago. I get so much positive feedback because obviously I'm a great poet and writer, but the one comment, so she's always fed into the haters bullshit and then wants to come crying like, why is everyone so mean? I don't know. Why do you have to acknowledge it and pay attention to it? These are people that you don't know and you'll never meet. So who gives a shit?
And I know a lot of like my really old stuff has turned up on the internet. I'm talking things that I wrote when I was 17. You have to realize that was 13 years ago. I am a completely different writer now than I was then. People.
Ooh, is this when she had that like weird like fanfic like PDF file coded shit? I wonder if that's what she's talking about.
Blossom, people change, whether they get better or they get worse. Like, it is what it is. Poetry for me is a really good outlet, and I love writing poetry, whether I'm good or whether I'm bad. And I just think 100 people can read the exact same poem, and there are going to be people in there who absolutely hate it and despise it. And there are also going to be people in there who love it and resonate with it. I think.
Oh my God, who was talking about earlier how they explain shit to us like this is our first day on planet Earth? No shit, Amber. art is subjective. Who would have known? 100 people will read the same thing and interpret it in different ways and identify it in different ways because everybody has a different life experience. Weird. Like, yeah, are you just coming to that realization? Also, look at her eyeball. Kind of looks like it's wanting to escape a little bit. But yeah, again, she just assumes that everybody is as stunted as her. And this is like some revelation that she has come to that she's got to run to the internet and tell us about.
The most beautiful thing about poetry is that you can read it and think of something that the author didn't even really present. And that's happened to me several times. And that's kind of what happened with the poem that I put on Instagram. When I'm writing poetry, it is mainly just like a way for me to journal. It's just the best way for me to express myself and how I'm feeling. I never sit there with a thought process of, okay, I'm gonna write a poem. Let's make it sound good. Let's have it flow the right way. I more so just let my fingertips talk, and that's usually what works best.
Fingerlynn letting her fingertips talk. Wow. Here we are. Havasu Mom. Oh my God, I heard that Amberlynn actually plagiarized Rain and Puzzles Eavesdrops. I had not heard that. But is that in like a song or something somewhere? Like an Alice Cooper song or something? I maybe am just completely making that up, but if she did, it wouldn't surprise me. Like, she copies people's personalities, so would it really surprise anybody that she would do that? No. She's apparently, copying other people's victim stories. So that's why I say this bitch is the worst of the worst. Chantal, absolute piece of shit. Amberlynn, though, to me, she's like the next level of piece of shit. So
for me, my rough draft is always my final draft, mainly because my poetry is strictly, okay, well, that's how I was feeling in the moment. So I'm going to read it, and then I'm going to tell you guys what a lot of people thought it was about, and I'm kind of going to explain it a little bit so you guys can maybe understand a little bit better. I'm like really nervous.
Ew, I hate her.
Let's get into it. Okay, so this poem is called I'm Fine. Loneliness was her autobiography. She sat in her room and counted the cracks in the ceiling. Her mind was the destination she tried to run away from. She forgot how it felt to laugh with other people, beg her to smile, and her face would crack. She hid mascara-stained pillowcases and novels full of self-hatred.
God, she doesn't even know how to read this properly. Like, the way she's reading it, it's like hard to even understand what she's saying. Like, I can't stand her. And she's sitting here thinking that she's so damn deep. Like, yeah, everybody, prepare yourselves in your lives because your entire outlook on reality is about to be shattered. No, it's not.
Ask her how she's doing and she's lying, say I'm fine. Ask her how she's doing and she's lying. Ask her how she's doing. Ask me how I'm doing. I'm so tired of being this lonely. I'm so terrified, but
God, if that isn't like clippable, ask her how she's doing and she say she's fine. Like, she just thought that she really ate that. Sherry, you have said it perfectly here. Amber hurts other people. Chantal hurts mostly herself. Yes, I agree completely. And Chantal at least is a little more honest about what an absolute train wreck she is and, slob, disgusting person. Amber tries to act like she's none of those things and that she's special. Like, I'm the one person that doesn't do those things. Cowboy Dog, thanks for being here, BB. I'm so embarrassed to admit my ex-narc wrote terrible poetry. Well, you know what? As long as you never had to like stand up at like a family outing and read it, it's all right. It's embarrassing for them mostly. But I bet they actually made you read it and pretend that it was good. So sorry you went through that.
This is it for me, that these tears are all it'll ever be. I'm beginning to think that you don't want to hold me. I don't want this to be the death of me, for I've lost the best in me. I'd lie and say I'm fine. So that is the poem.
The direct eye contact with the camera at that last line, like, this is really going to hit him where it hurts. I'd lie and say I'm fine. You should have just stopped with I lie. That sums it up.
And I feel like I needed to put emphasis on some of it because I feel like emphasis makes it maybe understood a little bit better. So when I said loneliness was her autobiography, that's pretty much self-explanatory. I feel lonely a lot of the time, and you could be in a room full of a million people who absolutely adore you, and you could still feel lonely. Has nothing to do with
No shit, bitch. And that's what we've been trying to tell you. Doesn't matter what state you live in, doesn't matter what partner you trap, does not matter how many things you buy and how much food you shove in your mouth. You are a miserable person, and nothing you do is going to change that until you seek help. And I think we all understand that's inpatient treatment. She needs to be locked away for a couple years and then maybe let her be reintroduced into society. Only after that. Cowboy hot dog. Mary Oliver, who? Now this is poetry. I told you all to brace yourselves, because I don't know how many of you currently are going through an existential crisis, but I know I am. After hearing that, my reality is shattered.
your relationship or your friendships or anything around you. Absolutely not. So next line is she sat in a room and counted the cracks in the ceiling. When I wrote that, I remember...
Oh my God, now she's really going to go line by line and explain this shit. Like, shut the fuck up. We don't care. She really thinks that she is the deepest, most important person on the planet Earth.
I was in such a depressive state that I never wanted to leave my bed. I didn't want to do anything. And it almost seemed like it was a metaphor for like,
and she still
I pretty
doesn't
much
want to leave her bed.
have this room memorized through and through, that I can count the cracks on the ceiling and tell you how many there are. So that's what I meant by that. Her mind was the destination she tried to run away from. So a lot of people also commented on that line saying it didn't make sense. Poetry from Amberlynn Reid doesn't have to make sense, honestly, but in my head it does. Because when I'm depressed, I feel like my mind has a one-track mind. So that destination is an area that I want
my
to run
mind
away from.
has a
I don't ever
one-track
wanna-
mind. Wow. Thank you, Amber. Clearly, you are the authority in the human language, and we needed you to sit here and piece this out for us, because we are too dumb to understand your astounding wit and metaphors. Thank God she did this.
Arrive at that destination, but there are times that I do. Next line is she forgot how it felt to laugh with other people, beg her to smile, and her face would crack. I mean, that's pretty self-explanatory. I don't laugh. Everyone around me could just be having the time of their lives, and it's almost like I'm completely checked out. Beg her to smile, and her face would crack. I am so used to not smiling, and so used to just being so sad that it's
I don't know why, if this is just so fucking hard to listen to, but that shit just cracked my ass up. The potty of Amberlynn Reid. You couldn't waterboard this shit out of me. Poetry. Oops. That's so funny. Beauty and Chaos songwriters mostly don't like to explain the meaning behind a song because the feeling is different for everyone. Take notes, Amber. Yeah, exactly. Art is subjective, and you're not supposed to tell people how they're supposed to feel about it. But of course, she's like, no, everybody's misrepresenting what I'm trying to say, so I need to overly explain it. That's the ego of Amberlynn Reid. If that doesn't show it, I don't know what does. Random World Eater, that choker got absorbed. R.I.P. Yeah, it's just a bunch of choker cheese now. It's like, I don't think Becca explained that properly to us. It wasn't, where she took the choker off and the choker cheese had to then be wiped off. It was the actual choker was absorbed, and that was the remaining.
almost like I'm a statue in that sense. So if I was to smile, my face would crack.
Yes, Cowboy Dog, this is the back era.
Something that Becky pointed out to me, and I never even noticed. She hid mascara-stained pillowcases and novels full of self-hatred. So what I meant by that is, it's obvious. I used to wear makeup all the time, and I don't wear waterproof mascara. So every time I'd cry, you'd see those, especially when I was like ugly crying, you'd see that mascara.
Oh my fucking God. Can you just say it was your mascara? You don't have to leave it. Back then, I used to wear the, and you would do boo-boo. Like, shut the fuck up. No one cares.
Obviously, and I can't tell you how many times I've gotten mascara on my pillows from crying myself to sleep. And novels full of self-hatred. that's pretty much just talking about, because I do journal a lot. That's just talking about, you know, when I journal about how much I hate myself or I hate my life, or when I make poetry about how much I hate myself or I hate my life. That's what that meant. And then the whole part where it's like, ask her how she's doing and she'd lie and say I'm fine. Ask her how she's doing and she'd lie. Ask her how she's doing. Ask me how I'm doing. So what I meant by all those lines is like a lot of
Oh
this.
my God, she really, really thought she did something with her, so much so that she had to repeat it again, verbatim. I mean, just look at this freeze frame here. Like, oh my God, this is so amazing. People are going to hear this and be like, wow, Amberlynn. Wow.
Times I say I'm fine or I say I'm
Absolutely
doing okay.
auto-moon.
I never just flat out tell people, oh, I'm not doing good, because I don't want them to ask what's wrong, because I personally don't want to talk about it. It's like one of those things where it's like you want people to be
Bitch,
there.
give me a break. You love to talk about yourself. That's all you do all day, every day. And you need to find people to feed into that because you're so empty on the inside. So who do you think you're fooling? Who do you think you're fooling? I wonder how she's doing right now with the whole Tammy debacle and being scared that she's going to be sued.
For you, but then you also don't want to talk about it, so it's like this vicious cycle. So I wanted to put emphasis on ask her how she's doing and she'd lie and say I'm fine.
Oh my fucking God,
ask her how she's doing and she'd lie. And then when I said ask her how she's doing, it was my way of saying, why can't more people truly ask how someone is doing? Because I feel like when a lot of people ask, hey, how are you doing? It's really just small talk. People don't really ask how someone's doing and really, truly want to know. It's just one of those
Apparently
things.
She does get it, cowboy
and
dog.
I'm not the only
She
one
just
who feels that way.
likes to
And the
pretend
whole
like she doesn't.
part, the whole big paragraph, which is in italic font. I'm so tired of being.
Yeah, we're gonna skip this. I just, it's comical to me because she really thinks that she's sitting here at like a freaking poetry reading or something, or like an autograph signing where people give a shit. Thank you everybody for sticking with me on that one. That was tough. Comedic at times, but tough.
Guys, so welcome to grocery haul. While I do the grocery haul, I'm going to be putting some of it away. I'm only going to show you the things that I bought, not the things that Becky bought. First thing, garlic salt, because we don't have any more. So I got some more treats for Twinkie. These will last her forever. I usually buy her 3 at a time, so she has like ones to switch through. I give her one.
Shaman's mom. This woman could be some weird dystopian punishment for criminals. I think that's actually a perfect idea. That would be amazing. I'm just imagining like a Clockwork Orange type scenario where their eyes are like forced open and they just have to watch this bitch's content on repeat day in, day out. You know, I shudder to think what that might do to someone's psyche. We might be creating some kind of like super zombie or something. I don't know.
Today, this is Milo's Kitchen chicken meatballs. We have Twisted Tiny Long Lasting Chews by Began Farina, and love some. These are canine oral care dental sticks.
Basically,
So
the death penalty.
I bought natural ground turkey breast, extra lean, and 3 things of natural chicken breast tenders, boneless and skinless. Okay, so hi, here's a disclaimer, or whatever you want to call it. So you're about to see me in this video put away some groceries, and as I'm editing this, on the back,
I don't know. We got to be careful, Havasumam. We don't want to like commit like crimes against humanity or anything. Yeah, Sherry, cruel and unusual punishment. The sights, the sounds, the smells. I mean, be pretty overwhelming if we're being completely for real.
back of my pants, there's something white, and I am like over here like an investigator trying to figure it out. I have Becky look. She don't even know what it is. I don't even know what it is. So I just want to make it known before people like leave comments down below. Y'all, I don't even know what it is. If I knew what it was, I'd probably say something. But yeah, there's something white. It looks like maybe dust, but I haven't sat on anything dusty. I legitimately have no idea. But anyways, continue watching.
The gasp.
Next. So we did these. We have 3 of these bags, so you don't have to use grocery bags, but we got so much stuff that we had to use some grocery bags as well, which
Per usual, Beck's just doing all the work in the background.
My sparkling ices. I think I got 5 of the coconut pineapple. I got 3 of the classic lemonade, 2 of the strawberry lemonade. What else? I got 2 or 3 of the kiwi strawberry. I got 2 of the orange mango. And
yeah, probably is baby powder, but I like the idea of washcloth lint better.
That's it, but I love having those. I usually have 1 a day, but there was a day, like a couple days ago, I had 3. I was like, okay, I must be thirsty. Green bread. This is one of my favorites. It's the Pepperidge Farm whole grain. It's 15 grains.
Oh my God. Cowboy dog. I was aligned at the post office with a woman whose legs were almost identical to Amber in size, and sadly the smell was very jarring. Yeah, and you know what? That is sad. Like for a normal person, like I would see that woman and I would just feel bad. Amber, no, not at all. But like for a normal human being, yes. I hate to see a human being have to live like that. And I don't like watching these 2 idiots live like that either. But when we've seen their journey and how they refuse to do anything about it, and if anything, monetize, the state of their body, it's, the empathy just kind of gets sucked out of your body for that. But yeah, absolutely. I can understand Cowboy Dog. That would be terrible.
I'm going to use those for sandwiches. I got some PB2. It's peanut butter with cocoa powder. So literally the ingredients is just roasted peanuts, sugar, cocoa, and salt. I got a big thing of baby spinach.
That went to waste. Might as well just put it right in the trash.
I do still have the freezer open because I'm going to need it. So I got Linguine Vermont white mac and cheese. I actually got 2 of those.
Rebecca Tracy, AAA, agonizing Amber antics would certainly change my ways for life. Yep. Hey, we might have discovered a new system. No more prisons, no more death penalty, no more probation, decriminalize everything, and just, it's Amberlynn. And the world will be at peace, finally.
I got 2 of the Lean Cuisine orange chicken. I got Lean Cuisine garlic and chicken spring rolls. Organic whole grain rice cakes, which is what I'm going to use the PB2 for. I got a Ninja because how am I going to have smoothies without one? Because that's why I got the spinach, is for smoothies, and some Chobani.
Just knowing all this shit went to absolute waste, and she's big as ever.
Yogurt and Greek is even worse, but I feel like hiding it in a smoothie will be better for me because my doctor did tell me I should probably be eating some yogurt because it has
Also, the fact that she's just leaving that freezer open is pissing me off. Zero regard for anybody else's food that's in there, the energy being wasted. She just could not be any lazier. Can't stand you. Random World Eater, and the world had no crime since the AAA was implemented. The year 2140. Ever since the AAA has been put in place, crime is no longer a problem. The human race has advanced in a millennia. We now have flying cars. All diseases are cured. Yeah, we could be living that life, but here we are.
Probiotics, I guess, that your body needs. So I like to spoil my animals, and sometimes I like to get them new bowls and stuff. So I got this for Twinkie for her water and for her food. I thought it was super cute. I also got another Lean Cuisine spring roll and Asian style chicken. Got some string cheese, Colby Jack, and
it's not hers, land designer. She doesn't give a shit.
And habanero jack, and a can of garbanzo beans. 2 or 3, I forget. 2 zucchinis.
All right, I think we've seen enough of this grocery haul. Oh, and there's Rarity just getting in the freezer. And the sad thing is, could have easily been closed in the freezer. Amberlynn would have never known. Let's get past this little part. All right, now Wow. Look at her all
Here's
gussied up.
Eve. Today is the 31st. I just wanted to say hello. For such a crazy year. You know, you guys keep me on my toes. I have so many supporters. I have so many people who just
Now, I'm going to say this. Credit where credit's due. I actually think this makeup look looks pretty on her. I mean, it's like painting a moon, but still, I like the colors. Nicole Y, thanks for being here, BB. Let's not forget she was stealing dead woman's washcloths to wipe her ass with in this era. Yeah, no, we will never forget. Absolutely never will we let her forget that. Nope. Right now we're in the Fingerlin era, but no, Wipegate is never that far from my mind. Don't worry. Havasu Mom. Remember the one time one of them unplugged the freezer and everything went to waste? Yeah, it was probably this time right here. Tiny Tigers. Hi, Amber. Hi, Ragebone. Thanks for being here, BB. Land designer. Moonface Lynn. Yeah. Yeah. And she's looking pretty much like this now. Beauty and Chaos. Thank you so much for the super chat, BB. Appreciate that. Hit the like button or Amber will leave your freezer open. Thank you, Beauty and Chaos. I appreciate that. And yes, if everybody's enjoying the live, please hit the like button. It helps out a lot. Thank you, Beauty and Chaos.
enjoy watching my videos, and those are the people that I need to focus on more, because I know I also have a lot of haters. Hello. But I still am very grateful for each and every single one of you. You guys are the reason why I'm still making YouTube videos, and I just really appreciate you guys, and I feel like I don't say it enough. So I'm sorry I didn't get a start to the vlog sooner. I have spent majority of the day doing really nothing. I also spent a chunk of it getting ready. I had no idea how I wanted to do my makeup today.
Didn't wake up till
I knew
3
this was
p.m.
the dress I wanted to wear today because it reminds me of like New Year's. I don't know. But Becky's putting air in the tire. We're actually about to go out for dinner with Eric and Ricky. And then
You're actually going to go out to dinner? Wow. Cowboy Dog. Don't forget, she messed up the shocks on the right side of Beck's car. Yeah. Yeah. I'm sure that her mother's vehicle is having the same problem. Tiny Tiger. This is old. We're actually watching like a highlight video from Lemon Shortbread Bites. It's from the gay care era, back when her and Beck lived with Eric and Ricky. So this was probably 2018, 2019, back in the wiping with washcloths, not bathing, that type of era. So
after that, Dana and Destiny are coming over, and we're just gonna like play games, and we might do some drinking. I haven't drank in over a year, I think it's been, because I feel like someone my size should not be drinking, but I might just drink, maybe one Smirnoff, I don't know. Nothing too crazy, but I hope you guys are having a good day today. Hey guys, so it is the next day, January 1st, 2020. I love the sound of 2020. Just flows off your tongue very nicely. So this video is just going to be me talking. I'm going to be talking about some goals I have this year, some resolutions, just getting it all out there. So first I want to say, not only is it a new year, it's a new decade. And I think about the last decade, and it was very up and down. I found love, I lost love, I had deaths in the family, lost a ton of weight, gained a ton of weight, lived in quite a few different states. It's just been a lot. So I have a little notebook of the things I want to talk about, because
so that's how she summarized basically the last decade, which I guess would have started at Casey. So from Casey to Crystal to Destiny to now. It's been a lot. Yeah, that's one way to put it.
I literally forget what I want to say like majority of the time. So I know I asked you guys in the community post a couple days ago what you guys want from me January 1st. What type of video you want from me? It's January 1st and I didn't even upload a video. Today has been kind of like a roller coaster. Last night was a good time. I could have filmed it last night, but you guys, I had so much fun. I actually did drink, and you know, it's okay. I really do believe that someone my size should not be drinking, but I made it. I made it to 2020. I want to just let loose a little bit. And I did. And we all had so much fun. I woke up super swollen though from the alcohol because I barely drink any water to like even kilter it.
Hi,
and my
tiny
brain was
tigers.
like a little fuzzy when I woke up, but that's fine.
I woke up swollen because it was definitely the 2 ounces of water I drank.
No, definitely not what you ate and the fact that you have to sit up to sleep and the fact that you're 600 pounds. No, definitely none of those things.
I'm just trying to drink a lot more water today to kind of flush it all out. So I'm just going to get into resolutions because I have a few. So the first one is think more about college. I'm sure a lot of you know I used to major in criminal justice.
Tiny tigers, no worries, BB. We actually covered Chantal in the beginning, so if you want to go back to the replay, I completely understand. We kind of addressed that before we started watching Amber, that I know that a lot of people, this is not their cup of tea. My Amber videos never do as well, but I will always cover her because I can't stand this bitch. So love ya. Appreciate you being here, but if you want to dip on Amber, I totally get it. We're mostly just kind of using her as background noise, talking amongst ourselves, laughing at her idiocy. You know how it goes.
And I didn't get to finish. I went for about 1.5 years, and I ended up having to move across the country while I was in college. Once I moved.
All right, I just have to say this. For those about to wipe, we salute you. All right.
I realized that criminal justice was no longer for me, so I never actually went back to college. I always told myself that I would never go back to college, but there are things that I am very interested in and that I have always been interested in. So this honestly makes me want to step out of my comfort zone and go back to college. So I want to journal daily. I want to read more. I want to write more, whether it be the story I'm working on, poems, just about my feelings. I really, really, really want to write more poems. I love poetry, huge passion of mine. And I love just like freestyle poetry where you just get your feelings out. And then like what I do is I do it in the little note section on my iPhone. And then I forget that I did it and I like find it a month later and I'm like, dang, that's.
Yeah, Bebop. She tries to say that she majored in criminal justice, which no, she started a pay-as-you-go program in, I don't know what, the Casey era. She never finished, and that's not even what you consider majoring in something. She wouldn't have had like a college degree, I don't think. She would have maybe had like a certification, but you only say you majored in something if you actually finish there, heifer.
Good, boo boo. So this one's kind of silly, maybe not, but I just want to pick up
On brand,
after myself
Beauty and
more.
Chaos.
I have a bad habit of like, perfect example. Here's a water bottle. I'll finish drinking it and I'll just set it on the table and without even thinking, it'll be there for like a full day. I'll wake up the next day and be like, oh, I left your water bottle on the table. It's just simple things like that I feel like add up. So I want to try to not do that anymore and just pick up after myself a little bit more. I feel like it's very important that I learn to say no.
Her entire better for change.
I need to clean up after myself.
Yeah. You're an adult. I know you think that everybody else has to clean up after you, and I'm sure Beck was doing that, but you can clean up after yourself, honey. You can wipe your own butt, but we know she's not going to do that.
I let people walk all over me. When people ask me for something, doesn't matter really what it is, I always feel obligated to say yes. Not always a bad thing. Like, I'm a very giving person.
Imagine knowing what we know now, her having the audacity to say that she lets people walk all over her. Let's just let that sink in.
But it becomes a bad thing when I don't know how to say no, where I just give. I just feel like there needs to be some sort of balance because I'm almost losing myself in the process of just consistently always being a yes man.
Cowboy dog, sorry for the quick pause. Remember she said she forgot how to wipe her own ass? I actually kind of did forget that she tried to say that at one point. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you, bitch?
I just feel like I need to calm down. I need to learn when to say no versus when to say yes. So I know I say this all the time that I want to dye my hair, cut my hair, whatever it may be. But I promise you, the year 2020, I will be cutting my hair and I will be dyeing it. My hair is like past my butt, super long.
My God. I didn't even think about it like that. Nicole, how could you? I can't hear. Let that sink in without thinking of Amber wiping her ass. Oh my God. I can't see. I can't see. I can't breathe. All right. Let me get my composure here. I'm trying to do a live stream. Oh my God. All right. I'm okay.
It's fried. I don't like that I've bleached the ends. Like, this was a while ago. I'm very sad that I've reached a point where I just feel like cutting a lot of it off is probably the way to go at this point. So regarding my weight.
And Beck was begging her to cut it because she would let it get so matted and it would take them hours and hours and hours to comb it out. And this bitch refused to do it. Like, ooh. And for her hair to look the way it doesn't even look good. Like, I fucking hate her. I really do.
As you guys know, my highest weight is 572.4. I have a goal weight that I want to be by the end of this year. I want to lose in total, which is part of what I've already lost. I want to be down in total 127.4 pounds, which will put me at 445. So I've already lost some of that 127.4, which I can't wait to, share that with you guys, obviously. So yeah, I really want to reach 445 in this year. I am nervous because whenever I put out something like that, I tend to not succeed. I want to walk 1 million steps this year. I know when I say that out loud, I'm like, is that even possible? I'm like so confused. But when you guys divide it by 365, it's less than like 3,000 steps a day, which I know some days I'll probably do less than 3,000. I know some days I'll do more. I feel like I could possibly even go over 1 million. Actually, I feel like I know I can, but I just thought it was a cute little goal. 1 million is such like a big, broad number, and it'll help me move more. And it'll just be exciting to see that number like rack up every day. So obviously I'm not wearing my Apple Watch today, January 1st, which today would have been day one, but I forgot to charge it because as you guys know, I haven't really been wearing it, but it's on the charger now. So I'm definitely gonna wear it tomorrow. And I can't wait to take my step 1 of the 1 million. That sounds
Wow. Yeah. And she never did any of that. So this is just, she loves the planning, but never actually executing the plan. No big shock. Cowboy dog. If she thinks her hair is hiding her shelf ass. Yeah. Yeah. No, I've noticed too, like in some of the videos, like where Eric would do, she would always put it like in front of her and it would kind of just hang. I guess she's hiding behind it just like she uses like the blankets on the couch. I don't know. It is just kind of pointless, but I think it was more of a soothing thing for her. Autumn Moon, did she bathe out of a bucket at some point? That wouldn't cover one ankle ball. Ooh. Yeah, she basically said in like the 2019 she never showered. She did a couple like Beck would bring her in a like a basin of soapy water. But how well do you think she was really doing with that? Hate to think about it.
crazy, I know, but I just think it'll be fun to try. So I want to get a therapist. As you guys know, I used to see someone, they were actually just a counselor. I want to take, a step up and I want to see a therapist really bad because I feel like there are a lot of like hidden demons and a lot of things that I need to just talk to someone about. Someone who will not be biased, someone that will tell me how it is. I just need to sit down and I just need to cry. Like even just talking about it right now, I'm like getting emotional because I really do need to see someone. I feel like it'll help me on my day-to-day life. I feel like it'll help me with relationships in my life. I feel like it'll help me with, my weight loss and just so many different things. So this kind of goes in with like my weight loss, which I should have mentioned this already.
Also her saying that I don't want somebody that's biased. No, that's exactly what you want. Beauty and Chaos. Oh my goodness, the therapist that was never found. Or she would find one for 12 seconds and then they didn't tell her what she wanted to hear. And so she didn't stick with it.
But I want to write down everything I eat. I know there's going to be days where I accidentally forget or, I just skip. I'm feeling too lazy to write it down. But majority of the time I want to write it down because what I've noticed is that sometimes I'll forget like what I eat throughout the day. And by writing it down, I could go back and be like, oh, I already ate quite a bit today. Versus if I didn't do that, I wouldn't remember how much I ate earlier, and then I'll overeat. It's just a lot easier for me. So
As we can see, none of this ever came to fruition. Let's just skip ahead a little bit here because, again, this is just one of the things where she's like, those are all her New Year's resolutions that we know damn well she never did a single one.
messy. I mean, it's definitely got some bulk to it. So first things first, I always have some type of smell
Purse
good
tour.
because why not? This is the French lavender and honey Bath and Body Works.
Yeah, honey, spray that on you because you're not bathing. So perfume on top of stank. Yeah, that's gonna help. Autumn Moon. Yeah, I think this is really good. Good point. She'll just lie to the therapist anyway. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's why I say she doesn't need just regular therapy. She needs inpatient treatment where her entire brain needs to be evaluated because she can't be honest with herself, let alone a stranger. You know, they're not going to be able to help her because she's not telling them the truth.
Guys, smells like actual a little bit of heaven. It smells delicious. Here, oh, this is a list of video ideas. That's a lot. I'm just trying to get out some content. Sometimes I struggle with ideas, but I'm getting there. Tripod, which you guys don't really need to be on a tripod when I film out here, so that's good. But this is for when I film.
Oh my God.
Other places.
Sherry, BO, and perfume. What a combo. Yeah. Yeah. Those fupa whiffs. Cowboy dog. She's also nose blind to the smell from the near constant wounds on her leg. You think she's got the drippy legs? That's horrifying to even think about. Like, my God. Havasu Mom, all the Bath and Body Work candles behind her. And I think those were Eric and Ricky's, or more so Eric. Wonder why they wanted to constantly have candles burning.
My daily vitamin. I got these off of Amazon. These are Vita Raw Iron Gummies with multivitamins. Comes with 90 of them. I am about out. They get like stuck to the bottom because they're gummies and they taste disgusting. So just saying. So I do have my medication in here. We have medication to help with my anxiety, medication to help with my bipolar. Those are daily. You take those daily.
Back then, it was the bipolar, not BPD.
Next, we have my planner. So if you guys don't know much about the Happy Planner, you can do so many things with it. They come with these rings so you can take pages out, put pages in, do whatever you want. So as you guys know, I actually have 6 planners, so I just combine them all together.
Oh my God. She gets cellulitis on her legs. Yeah, she does. And it's like totally normal to her. She's like, oh, well, it's probably just cellulitis. I'm used to it. Brr, brr, brr. Meanwhile, she's going to be the freaking patient zero for the mega anti-resistant bacterium that takes us all out. Like, Jesus. Land designer, watching victim of an empath should be a requirement for any therapist she has. Yeah, that would actually be a good idea because at least then they have some of the actual truth of the events. Sherry, wasn't she free bleeding at this time? Yes. Yeah, I always forget about that. God. And that just adds in another scent. Sorry to be graphic, but we all know what that smells like, and it's not good. Especially when you're not cleaning. Oh my God. And Beck had to wipe that. I don't care what anybody says. That alone is like a crime to me. Like, you have the audacity to sit there and say that Beck was this. They had to wipe you because you were too fat to do it, all of your own volition, for years, and you did nothing about it. Oh my God. The absolute audacity. Poor Beck. Rebecca Tracy, Rage Pony just gave me $1 million idea. I'll sit live in a stream giving a purse to her. Yeah, I mean, she obviously thought it was fascinating for people to watch. Like, anybody gives a shit. Like, she even does anything. Like, you never leave the house. You don't have a life.
Like, oh my God, look what's in my purse.
And do you ever use the purse? Because you don't do anything.
I have 6 planners in this one. They're all for something different. I understand people are like, you have no life. Like, what are you doing? I use planners for several different reasons, and I do have a life. Planner, you guys, get on it. Get on it. It's amazing. We have one of my hair clips because I always need a hair clip. Always. In the side pocket, we have a pink pen. That's what I've been using in my planner, so I guess that makes sense. Okay. So this is the part where you guys are gonna be like, what? I have another purse in there.
I have a purse and a purse.
Okay. Well, to be fair, I've done that before where I have like my big purse and then I had like a smaller one to like take in the store with me. Now I just have a wallet in my phone case. So that alleviates that. But the fact that I have that small thing in common with Amber makes me feel not okay with my life and my choices. Bebop, she put back through hell. Yeah, she really did. She really did. And that is one of the major catalysts for what makes me hate this bitch to her core, because we had to see it all play out. The way they treated Beck, the way Beck's life force was just freaking drained from their body. And then she has the audacity to come in here and try to make them the bad guy. Like, no. We're not playing that. Especially everything we know now. Like, the audacity. Cowboy dog, agreed. Beck was a servant. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And they were stuck in that situation because Amber's design of making them quit their job and basically having to be reliant on her. Havasuma, I'm hearing Beck whisper that in Amber's ear on live stream was gold. That really was one of the best moments in girl world history. Who's been wiping your ass? And just Amber's reaction to it, just, oh my God. Like,
Oh my God, it's such a lie. Like,
yeah, like, the embarrassment. You just know damn well she was crawling out of her skin after Beck said that. Love that for her.
Oh yeah, and I do have my Switch along there. So yeah, I do have another purse. I guess it's like for organization. I don't really know what it is, but this
Absolutely,
is
cowboy dog.
a purse from the good old Amazon. I honestly adore this purse so much. There's a lot of crap in here, as per usual. Okay, so I feel like I recently did this. I don't know. So this is what I use as my wallet. This is an Ipsy bag. I thought it was super.
Random World Eater. Beck was a servant, bathroom attendant, driver, and emotional sponge for Amber. Yep. I'm sure there's more things we could list, but yeah, absolutely. That hits it on the hits the nail on the head. Otter Girl. Oh wow, I'm so late. But hello everyone. Never too late for you, BB. Welcome. Thanks for being here.
Super cute. I mean, there's nothing wrong with using stuff like that for your wallet. So in here, it's just typical stuff. Money, ID. I have some receipts that I keep that I need. I have tons of change. I have my psychiatrist number. I have my debit card.
Yeah, those knuckles on full display. Sherry, that's what they do. Yeah, they isolate their victims. Absolutely. They try to isolate them away from their friends, their family, so that there's nobody that interferes, with how they're treating them. Shaman's mom. I kind of feel like when Beck came along, Amber was well known and little research. They should have known what they were getting into. Well, but I think Beck has said that they really didn't watch Amber a lot. And that was when, the Destiny era was coming to an end. So Amber really wasn't quite as well known as, she is now. She didn't have the audience. And Becca said when they saw Amber, they were like, oh, I felt sorry for her because she was getting all this hate. So yeah, they should have done their research, but I don't think they really knew what they were getting themselves into fully until it was too late. Automoon. Amber needs to pay back that 15 grand to Beck. Yeah, and probably more than that. Got the 6,000 inheritance and then all the money that Amber owes Beck for, the live streams. There's a lot to be owed. Matthew, thanks for being here, BB. Hello.
Did I say my ID already? Probably. My appointments, just typical stuff that you would see in a wallet. I have Gucci bamboo. lotion, which, you guys, it's really funny. When you smell it out of the container like this, it smells good. You know, it smells, good. But then when you actually put it on your skin, it's like a whole other smell.
Just to address this, I believe the last I knew, now correct me if I'm wrong, last I knew, Beck was wanting to be called Beck and they, them. So that's what I go with. So that's what I try to respect. I'm not going to correct anybody. It's up to you to, decide what you're going to say. But they, them, I believe, is what Beck has said they prefer to be called.
Like, hits you in the face. I also have the Gucci Bamboo perfume, you guys. I recommend. 10 out of 10, recommend. It smells so good. And which brings me,
Bamboozled. Can you imagine?
The Gucci Bamboo.
That would be amazing.
Let's just, be Gucci queens. Okay. Smells so good. I have a lot of lipstick in here because usually when I'm like wearing lipstick, I'll just throw it in my purse in case I need it. We have NYX Butter Gloss in Angel Food Cake. We have CoverGirl in Candylicious. I have a deodorant in here. This is just Dove Advanced Care Invisible. Always keep this on you. You never know. You never know.
It's funny. All the different products she has in her purse to disguise smells. Wonder why that could be. Have a sumo. If I said anything wrong, my apologies. I'm old. You know what? It's a learning curve, and we all know now. So I think that's what is important. People don't know. Now you know, so you can say the right thing. So no harm, no foul. And I think that Beck appreciates, just us respecting what they wish to be called. And I think that's fair.
I have another lotion. This is Curious Britney Spears.
Jesus Christ.
She stinks.
People are like, oh my God, you're so fat, so you stink. That's not how it works. You stink if you don't clean yourself. Okay.
And you weren't. So again, the audacity of her saying this shit just kills me. It just kills me. Like, my God.
Oh, this is for, okay. This is just mail that I got. So that's all that is. We have another Smelly Good. This is just like a mini spray. It is Fantasy by Britney Spears. I do love Britney Spears' perfume. I'm going to be honest. It smells really good. Oh, this is one of a lip gloss that I love. It's kind of smudged. Whoopsies. It's a Jelly Shot Lip Quencher by
Bamboozled. I think amber is a bad seed, rotten to the core, irredeemable. I agree. She maybe would have had a chance with Crystal. I think that was her chance there to try to redeem herself and her life, and we see how that turned out. So yeah, I agree. Just the way she acts even now when you have controversy coming out. I mean, look what she did with Aunt Tammy, just coming on here saying she's a pedophile, a PDF sympathizer. Damn it. No proof, just throwing that out there. She heard it said and just comes to the internet immediately to try to weaponize it. That to me speaks volumes of her character. This isn't something that she cared about. She wasn't horrified for her family member telling her this. I said in my video where I covered it, that would shatter me. If someone that I loved and cared about told me that they went through that, that would shatter my psyche. And here's Amber, acting like it's something fun. And so she came on excited to bring it to the internet. So she's a piece of shit through and through.
Incredible. But the thing is, what I love about it, okay, it used to look better, but I've used it a lot. There is a flower inside of there. I feel like you're not going to be able to see it because I am using my phone. And
she's projecting hardcore.
Some type of allergic reaction happening right there. So,
and if you ever heard that, doth protest too much, a lot of people that are guilty of certain things, it's like they'll try to go hard after those same things because they think it makes them look less guilty. So we have seen documentation of Amber being a predator. So That's all we'll say about that for now.
Just ignore that. I'm pretty sure it's just like seasonal allergies or something. Who knows? But there is a flower in that, which I think is super cute. We have another lipstick. Are these the same? No. Okay. I was like, what's going on? This one is NYX Butter Gloss and Tiramisu. These look a lot alike, but those are the type of colors that I love. So, of course, you're going to see similarities in that sense, you know?
All right. So I just had something pop up on my my app here that said that Aunt Tammy released something about Beanie Babies having menstrual cycles. Let's put a 1 in the chat if we'd like to take a sidetrack and watch that. What do you guys think? We got some 1s in the chat. All right. You know, I'm going to get that shit fired up. Let me find it. Let me find it. Aunt Tammy. You know what? I love the fact that she's like staying on Amber's throat. Like, I love that for her. All right. Oh, my. Here we go. So it says, she asked you to ask me. God, what are we in for? I have no idea. Do Beanie Babies have menstrual cycles? Oh, shoot. Darn it. God. I know why she brought up Beanie Babies. Clueless on hiding messages. Clueless on hidden message regarding menstrual cycle. Here's the answer, though. My God, this is so dramatic. Like, I love it. Little chat GPT fun. Oh my God. All right, what the hell are we watching here? The Great Beanie Baby Biology Report. After years of rigorous pillow fort research, scientists have confirmed Beanie Babies do not have menstrual cycles. Why? No organs, no ovaries. They're stuffed with beans, not biology. 2, forever young. Beanie Babies are perpetually stuck in toy puberty. What the fuck are we reading? What is happening? I don't understand. I don't understand what this is. 3, tag is life. Their most delicate part isn't a uterus. It's the little red TY tag. Conclusion, Beanie Babies are safe from cramps, cravings, and period drama. The only cycle they have is a laundry cycle. What? I'm glad to see that everybody in the chat is as confused as me. All right, maybe it's let's stick with it here. Now here's my story. Okay.
She didn't choose this life. She didn't ask for the battles that left her sleepless at night, for the heartbreak that carved scars into her soul, or for the endless weight of carrying burdens no one else could see.
If you guys could see my face right now. Oh God, what is this? What is happening?
Never wanted to be someone who fought wars inside her own mind, just to make it through the day. But life isn't fair, and it doesn't wait for...
Just laughing at Nicole in the chat. What the shit? Huh? Yeah, we're all confused, everybody. Stick with it. This is Aunt Tammy. Aunt Tammy's we're seeing what's going on. We're going to follow it here. You're not too high or high enough. It's okay. I'm thinking this is going to get, it's one of those movies where you're like watching it, like, what the hell are they talking about? Maybe at the end we'll figure out what this plot is, it'll be revealed maybe.
You to be ready. It simply throws you into the fire and says, survive. So that's what she did. She survived. Not perfectly, not gracefully, but in the only way she knew how. She woke up every day and faced the same demons, the same fears, the same overwhelming doubt. And yet somehow she kept going. She carried the kind of strength that people don't recognize because it's quiet. It's messy, it's imperfect. And though she often felt like she was barely holding it together, there was something extraordinary about the way she kept choosing to fight.
Sherry, I'd say not high enough. All right, while I was listening to this, I just decided to this is the face that I'm pretty much making, so just so you guys have an idea of what's going on over here.
She never asked to be strong, but strength was the only thing life gave her. She never wanted to be resilient, but resilience became her shield.
Okay, so I understand what she's doing with this. She's basically saying this is her mentality because her whole life, her family's been a clusterfuck. So I get that part, but what this has to do with Beanie Babies having menstrual cycles, like, all right.
Her armor, her saving grace. And now, when she looks at herself in the mirror, she sees a survivor. Not someone who has all the answers, but someone who refuses to let life's battles define her. She didn't ask for this fight, but she's winning it anyway.
Oh my God. Okay, now is the Beanie Baby story. Jesus. This has already been a journey, and we're like 2 minutes in. Land designer, this was way too much like Amber. Does shit poetry run in the family? I would be surprised if she wrote that, but it's hard to say. I don't know. Have a Sue Mom, you're back. Okay, well, we've already gone on quite the trip here. It's been 2 minutes, and we've seen things that none of us can quite understand. Autumn Moon, I need help understanding the Beanie Baby thing. I think we all do. So let's see what she's about to say. She gave us that weird Chat GPT Beanie Baby biology thing, and then that little poetry of being a strong human being. I don't know. And now apparently we're going to get the actual Beanie Baby story. Okay.
Sometime in 2004, I was waitressing. My stress level was so high for multiple reasons, and the choice to take a break was not an option. During our downtime, my coworkers and I would play a claw game trying to win certain Beanie Babies. I had my eye out on a cute little giraffe.
Yes, trust the process, Bamboozled. That's what we're here to do.
Looking exactly like the one pictured, and I named him Jeffrey. After winning him, I returned to work, placed him on my purse below the counter, and continued to pick up the order to serve to my customers.
Okay, sorry to interrupt this because I know we're all dying to understand what the hell's going on, but I just have a feeling when she reveals this, it's going to piss me the fuck off that Amber tried to bring it up as like a joke. You know what I mean? Like she tried to be like, oh, ask her about that, and it's probably going to be some like sad shit. Shaman's mom, is that Tammy's voice? Yes, this is Tammy narrating.
For no obvious reason at that time, my mind started to race and my body tingled, starting yet another anxiety panic attack. The room was slowly spinning, and all of the customers seemed to be talking all at once. I was very overwhelmed. I knew I couldn't just walk off the floor and escape for a few minutes. So with no prior thought or planning, and quite surprising to all my coworkers, I swung open the cabinet, grabbed Jeffrey by his little arm, and spouted out what was meant to be funny statements. Something like, oh, you don't want to behave? Something like that. I honestly can't remember. I continued with a quick narrative of taking him to the bathroom for a good spanking.
Okay. Have a Sue Mom. Panic attacks are no joke. No, they're not. That's actually something I personally have dealt with, and no, they're terrifying. But what? So, okay, if I'm understanding this correctly, she basically is using the Beanie Baby as sort of a way to like take a few minutes to herself to like regain her composure. Okay, Beauty and Chaos. Yes, she wanted an escape. I'm glad we're on the same page. We're all gonna get there. I promise.
I walked off the floor and went to the girls' bathroom with Jeffrey in tow. When I got in the bathroom, I had a major breakdown, the kind of cry that you muffle. Afterwards, I went to clean up my face, and I seen my reflection in the mirror. I knew there was no hiding my emotions, my mental state any longer, at least for the day at this time. So I reached in my apron and removed a Band-Aid and put it on Jeffrey's arm and went out and tried to make light of the situation and jokingly told my coworkers that Jeffrey shouldn't be causing us any trouble for the rest of the day. Over the next few days, I continued to make light of it. One day when the kids came home from school, I had placed some Beanie Babies in the corner like they were in timeout. When my kids looked at me with smiling, puzzled faces, I would say something like, what, they wanted to talk crap, so they can stay in timeout. I role-played several different scenarios for a little fun. At no time did I ever think the Beanie Babies were real. It was a storyline that grew in time. This is just part of the story. I find it sad that Amber was so excited to bring up the Beanie Babies, not knowing any background story, and considering the source that I know she got the information from, it doesn't surprise me. I know who shared the story with her. It's the same person who recently went to that very same restaurant with me 21 years later. She found the need to shame me and tell the waitress and the new owner what had happened. Again, I made light of it and laughed it off, but it did hurt.
What? Okay. All right. Yeah. So just like I thought, this was going to piss me off. Bamboozled. So Amber weaponized a panic disorder, she claims to have. Yep. Trying to basically embarrass Aunt Tammy. Yeah, Bebop. She basically, before she revealed the whole Aunt Tammy is a PDF file sympathizer, she said, "Oh, I have found out so many funny things about my aunt today. Ask her why Beanie Babies have a menstrual cycle," or something like that. Oh my god. I cannot stand this bitch. Have a Sue Mom. You talk like that with your kids. I did, yeah. It's sometimes can be like an educational tool even to help them understand certain things. God. Bamboozled. Disgruntled daughter talking shit. Amber gleefully takes notes. Yes. Yep. Bebop. Panic attacks are one of the worst things you can have. It's out of control and you can't control yourself. Yeah. I've touched about this a little bit on my channel, but there was in my mid-20s, I had panic attacks really bad and they went away for a long time. And then about a year ago, a little over a year ago now, I started having them very bad. It was getting to where I could barely get through the day at work. And I would literally go to bed and wake up with them like at 3 a.m. I would wake up just terrified. So no, it's not a joke. And Amber claiming to have that, I just think that it just goes to prove that she's just full of shit about things that she suffers with and this and this. Because anybody that actually experiences that knows that it's not funny. It's debilitating. It's terrifying. And yeah, you literally feel like you're gonna die. So I'm glad Aunt Tammy is basically saying don't feel ashamed if you have mental illnesses. No, and there's no shame in it. It's not like Amber, who's living in a 600-pound body that she absolutely freaking put herself in. No, I didn't ask to have a freaking panic disorder. You know, nobody does. Nobody asks for a freaking mental illness. So, but of course, Amber, what a freaking beast. Can't stand her ass. Okay, have Sue Mom. You talk make believe with your kids about certain things when they're young. Yes, you have to put it on their level because they're not going to understand complex adult issues. You know, there's some things you have to put in their way or whatever. I don't know. Got me all flustered talking about this stuff. Jeesh. Yeah. Outer girl, I didn't know you could wake up with a panic attack. How awful. Yeah, it was terrible, you know? And my doctor even said, you know, most people think about a panic attack that you're having something stressful go on in your life, and then that's what induces it. No, like I could just be having a normal day. Obviously, I was just sleeping. He said it's not about in that moment. You could have stress, you know, just stacking up, and then that's how it comes out, and it could happen anytime, anywhere. So anybody out there that's suffering with that kind of stuff, any kind of mental illness, really, there's no shame in it. Like Aunt Tammy said, there's absolutely no shame in it. And if you have the courage to talk about it, if you have the courage to seek help, you're just improving your life and the life of those around you. So much love to anybody that deals with all that. So, all right. Well, you know, I think that's a good stopping point. We've been here 2 hours. The other stuff was kind of anyway, but I think this is a good thing to end on. Just solidifying what a piece of shit that Amber really is. Not like we didn't know, but just she's clarifying what the Beanie Baby thing was, and it's just Amber being a petty asshole per usual. So I want to thank everybody that has joined the live, coming in here, chatting it up with everybody. Just a few quick thank yous to, we've got Siren's Call, who gifted a Ragebone membership. We've got Catty Kitty, who gave us a super chat. Sherry with the 5 Ragebone memberships. Thank you. And Beauty and Chaos with the super chat. So thank you all so much. I hope everybody enjoys the rest of their weekend. Again, if you're part of the Skeleton Society, please join us over at the Discord. I did a post about it today. All the information on how to join is there. Just a way for us to all chat together and kind of hang out and share stuff off of YouTube. So it's kind of fun. I think we'll have fun over there. Yeah, I think that's it. So thank you all so much for joining me this evening. I had so much fun with you in the live. You guys, as always, are so funny. And I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.